Hello everyone. I thought today would be a good day for a update on what's going on. My last treatment was December 24th. Let me back up. For anybody who's new to this channel, my name is Laura. I was diagnosed with triple negative breast cancer in October of 2025. And my treatment started December 3rd of 2025. I'm following the Keynote 522 protocol with chemotherapy and the immunotherapy drug Keytruda. I live on an island called Beaver Island, located 32 miles off the coast of mainland Michigan. And the port city is called Charlevoix. Throughout the year, we have a ferry system, Beaver Island Boat Company, that runs to and from the island, and that operates from mid-April to about mid-December. And once they shut down for the year, well, we also have two airlines that run service to the island. There's Fresh Air Aviation and Island Airways. And those airlines run year round. So when the boat quits about mid-December, then the only way on and off the island is through whatever airline service you take. And you are at the mercy of Mother Nature. I bring that up because currently the temperature has risen. So we are at about 32 degrees today. And because we have a lot of snow and it had been very, very cold, it's creating fog. And so flying has been deterred for most of the day today, looking like it will be tomorrow. So these are the different things that I have to think about when I know my treatment day is coming up, which my treatment day, my next one is January 14th, next week, Wednesday. And to make sure I get over there early enough, I have scheduled a flight for the 13th. However, the temperature might be kind of the same of what it is right now. So we still might have fog next week, which means I might have to leave earlier than the 13th. I might have to leave the 12th. Or if there's a rogue storm that goes through, I might have to leave earlier than that. My last treatment was on Christmas Eve, and usually the last flight of the day is around 4:30, but being Christmas Eve, it was going to be sooner than that. So I was very nervous that I wasn't going to have my treatment finished and make it home. Plus there was weather possibly to deal with. So I was very, very nervous. But the infusion center worked with me. I got in there about 7:45, and they got the ball rolling right away. So I made it out in time to get to the airport without having to drive like a maniac, and made it home Christmas Eve. I was very, 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 very happy. Side effects from treatment this time around, pretty much the same as the first time. So my treatment, for those of you that don't know, I'm in the first phase of the Keynote 522 protocol, which is Taxol and carboplatin, and then the immunotherapy drug Keytruda. The last time I had this is about a 5-hour infusion, and the last time I had it, felt pretty good because my pre-chemo meds of There's some different nausea medications. There's also dexamethasone, a steroid, which makes you feel great. You don't really feel that much. And Benadryl, because that just helps with any allergic reactions, gets you kind of loopy. I didn't have any allergic reactions the first time. I didn't have any the second time. They also, at the end of the infusion, they put this little, it's called like an on-body injector for this medication called Neulasta. Neulasta prompts your body to make white blood cells. And while it's making white blood cells, the byproduct of that is histamine. And that histamine gives you bone aches, muscle aches, very similar to what coming down with a really bad case of the flu would feel like. That happened the first time. The injection happens 24 hours after your chemo infusion. So last time I got the injection the next day, and pretty much the day after that, the bone pain started. And this infusion on Christmas Eve, same thing. Christmas Day, the injection went off, and then the next day following Christmas Eve, the bone pain kicked in. Now, they try to have you start an antihistamine like Claritin a day prior, which didn't really work for me on the first infusion. So on this second infusion, I thought, oh, I'll try Claritin 2 days beforehand. Didn't really do anything for me. So going into this third infusion, I think I'm going to switch over to Zyrtec and see what that does. Ibuprofen does work, but you really don't want to take too much of that because it's hard on your liver, and your liver and your kidneys are already working overtime to filter out the chemotherapy drugs and the immunotherapy drug that are running through your system. So if I do have to take an ibuprofen, I try to save it for right before I go to bed so that way I can sleep good. And then my only other side effect, well, the bone pain, muscle aches, that usually lasts about 5 days, and then it goes away. And then right when that starts going away, the side effect that I experience is chemo rash. And it lands just on my face. Currently, I am in the throes of chemo rash right now. This one kicked in on New Year's Day, and it's been going strong, so a good solid 6 days. It's like right here, and on my chin. And it's just red, blotchy skin. It's sensitive. You get little pimple pustules. You feel like you're 13 years old all over again. So that's why I look so lovely. And as you can tell, the old noggin is losing all the hair. It's delightful. The eyebrows are handling it pretty good so far. The nose hairs are all right, but I'm sure that's going to be dwindling as well. The eyelashes, they're still there, but I think some of them, they're thinning ever so slightly. But oh well, dealing with it. Trying to think here. What else we got for them, Buster? If there's anything anybody wants to know whether it be about chemotherapy infusion or how to prepare for it, any other things that maybe I'm not covering, please don't hesitate to ask in the comments. I will address it in another video and answer your comment. Or if somebody has any questions about what it's like living on an island and how to deal with that, especially with a medical situation like cancer or any other serious medical problems, ask away. I'll make another video about it. Hopefully I'll be able to interject some like footage of what it's like, because you have to take a plane. The plane is like 15-20 minutes, but you have to put all that into your planning of getting to your appointment on time. So it's an added step. It's lovely. I'm trying to think what else to talk about. The other thing I take, because you want to do it proactively, chemotherapy drugs can either give you, at one point they can give you constipation, they can give you diarrhea, or they can give you a lovely combo of both, meaning you might start out constipated and then it might turn into diarrhea. Diarrhea you can treat when it shows up. Constipation, you don't really want to treat when it shows up. You want to be proactive about it. So I start the day before. I like to take Miralax or the cheaper version, the cheaper version of Miralax, because Miralax draws water in to your digestive system, and it also stimulates the smooth muscle to contract and move, so that way you're getting it all out. And you want to do that before you get constipated, because when you're constipated, it's not fun. So I'm very proactive about that, and I stay on the Miralax for a good week. I put it in my coffee. You don't taste it. It's great. It works. I try to take it in the morning because it has a tendency to work on the same schedule. So like if you take it at night, it might not be so good because you might have to wake up in the middle of the night and go to the bathroom. So morning is usually the better option. And I guess what goes along with that, I'm going to leave you with a little parting wisdom. Never trust a fart. On that note, Happy New Year to everybody. If anybody wants to hear anything else about what's going on, just ask. If not, I will maybe take some footage during this next infusion treatment to give you an idea of what it's like and the view that I have and the nurses and whatnot. So have a good one. Check you later.